Hey, good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to do a little bit of a real talk this morning. I've been at this YouTube channel now for about 3 months, since November 29th. I think I produced about 108 different videos, and I have like 106 subscribers, which I'm really grateful for. I appreciate all of your support. This has been all new to me, and I'm trying to learn as I go along. I know I'm making mistakes. I think the average watch time is still around 2 minutes, so I got about a minute and a half left, and then most people will drop off and I'll be talking to myself, but that's okay. And what I've been thinking about this morning is passive residual income, and if it's going to work, and is it the right message for gig workers? Do gig workers even care about anything else besides the hustle? I mean, there are a lot of videos out there, YouTubers, that are either talking about the day in the life, or this is the best new app and you can make the most money doing this, and I'm out here trying to put out a different kind of message, and I am pounding away at the idea of creating a passive residual income and escaping gig work altogether. As frustrating as gig work can be, which I know, it's a message that you're telling yourself, that not that you are frustrated with gig work, but that there must be a different way for you to make money, because this isn't always working the way that it was expected to. And I had expectations. I had high hopes and expectations for gig work when I first started over four years ago. I mean, it was longer than that, because I did Uber and Lyft first, and then I switched to Instacart, and then Instacart I added Amazon Flex, and I was going to do DoorDash, but I was like, I couldn't handle trying to multitask with more than 3 apps at the same time. It's hard enough doing 2, at least for me. I mean, some people are really good at multi-apping. I'm 60, getting old, so I'm not as cool as I used to be, if I ever was. Oh man, gosh. So here we are. I am really grateful for the supporters that have come and been and subscribed to my channel. And I mean, it's kind of exciting, really. It's kind of exciting, because I never really I never thought that I could really push to get myself out there. I mean, it was always something I thought about doing, and then I would just keep thinking about it. It's like passive income. You dream about it, you think about it, but what do you do to actually take action to make it happen? And I've tried to get into different types of opportunities where I could create a passive residual income, but they all, well, I failed in all of them. I failed in each and every one that I tried, and I finally found one that is designed to work mostly on autopilot, which means that all I have to do is position myself as a member, and then from there the system itself is generating leads, doing the follow-up, and the conversions on the members, and then I earn a commission. And I know it sounds like a pie in the sky dream, and I'm still testing it out to see how it's going to work, and maybe you're waiting and watching to see if it works for me. But I got to tell you a little story, and that is about a friend of mine who he got into the Live Good. It was a supplements program, and it's a multi-level marketing, has excellent products, which I didn't try in the beginning. When he first started promoting it through his YouTube channel, I listened, but I was kind of burnt out on MLM, and I was like, nah, I don't want to get into an MLM. I'm kind of burnt out. I'm not going to do it. And I watched and watched, as he continued to talk about his experience with Live Good. And then he did a 1-year review, and he was about on track to make $100,000 that year from just promoting Live Good on YouTube. And I was like, freaking God, did I miss the boat? It was like that Bitcoin moment where, I realized that, I had a chance to buy Bitcoin when it was $125, and man, I've just missed the boat again. How many boats have I missed? And it gets a little frustrating like that too, because, gig work does not ever get you to where you want to be. It's always about trading your time for money. There is just a daily hustle. It's a grind each and every day with no promise of a real future. I mean, there's no benefits. There's no real benefits. Yeah, you get some tax benefits, get some write-offs and stuff. And maybe you don't owe any taxes, but you're almost practically living below the poverty line. It's not really a good way to earn a living. And a lot of people don't. They supplement it with their regular job. But I mean, ask yourself, why are you having to supplement your real job? I mean, because you're not making enough money, right? I mean, so either way, you're not making enough money, whether you're doing it full time or part time. Somewhere in the mix, you're not making enough money. So what do you got to do? You got to look into different opportunities that are going to create a passive residual income, because the one thing that you can't get more of, and that is time. And time is, they say time is money, and that's why we're always trading our time for money, and then when we're sitting around waiting for an opportunity, it's frustrating because it's time that we feel is wasted because we're just sitting around and we're not getting paid for it. I mean, I had a lot of downtime as a truck driver, and I wasn't getting paid for that downtime. And man, it was frustrating, It's like, here I am on duty, but I'm not getting paid. And it never really sat well with me. And it doesn't sit well with me with gig work either. So what about this autopilot AI lead generation system that I'm testing out? Well, I put a link down in the comments, in the pinned comments, and the description. Sorry, it's still early. I'd like for you to check it out. I mean, there's a video, there's a sales page, you can talk to Sparky AI, and once you see how amazing this little chatbot is, and how intelligent and intuitive and almost human, it's a little bit scary, but he's amazing. And he'll be the one that's following up with all the leads that come in. And you don't even have to go out and get the leads. You don't have to call the leads. You don't have to follow up with them. Everything's done. All you got to do is pay for your membership. And then there's an insurance plan. So if you're not in profit mode within the first 3 months, after 3 months, you're not going to have to continue paying your membership until you're in profit mode. And they'll just keep sending leads until you are. And that's, that's good enough for me. I mean, and there's other ways to make money on the platform, and I'm not going to go into them right now because it would just confuse you. But the best way to get started is to check out the link below. And then leave me a comment, like and subscribe if you got any value from this, and I will see you on the next video.